Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another day of Kit Conspiracy. Today I am mixing Kit Conspiracy with Mixed Media Mayhem, which means I am using a recipe of watercolor paint, stamping, and splatter. That was the recipe for this week. If you want to know more about Mixed Media Mayhem, we have a Facebook group you can go and join, and if you go to the albums section, it will show you the recipe or the inspiration piece for the week, and we do a video, or you can share. You don't have to have a video, you can just share in the group every Friday. So I am starting out with a little bit of stamping, and I am using this grid background stamp from Tailored Expressions. And the name of it is, I always forget the name. It's called Rough Draft Background, but I don't think it's even available anymore. Haven't seen it on their site for a while, but I love it, and I'm still going to use it because I love it. And so I'm just doing some partial stamping, not really full coverage. I am using Catherine Pooler ink. The color is called Pebble, which is a light gray. I think it matches really well with this 49 and Market Everywhere collection. And that is the collection that we are using for Kit Conspiracy this week. This is one of our normal days to post. I say our, that is MK over at Some Assemblage Required. And myself, are doing this series. I don't know, this might be our fourth or fifth time, or I don't even know. I've lost count, you guys. But we do this November and April, and each week we use a different kit. The kits are identical, and so it's always fun to see what the other person has created using the same kit. Our minds work very differently, so it's always fun to check that out. This time around, we opened it up for other people to play along with us, including we offered the kits as a pre-order, so they're no longer available through MK's shop. If you have Everywhere in your stash, you could probably pull out the same items. It is not the full collection. It is just a subset because these collections are huge, and we're using it for 1 week. So if you had the whole collection, you could probably use it like a few months. They're so huge. But anyway, I am using some Shimmerz paint in Thunderstorm and I Love You Onyxly. And I think I'm using a little more Thunderstorm than the darker color this time. Oh, actually, it looks like I'm using both. And I like it because it's just giving like this grayish shadow. Holy moly. That was hard to say for some reason. Behind my photo and along the edges of the paper. It's super subtle when it's dry, you guys. Doesn't even look like I did a whole lot to the paper. But I think that's kind of awesome because it looks like the paper might have even come that way. I just kind of surprised myself when it was all said and done. It looks really nice. The blue paper is also from the Everywhere collection. And I gotta say, that paper kind of like resisted the shimmers a little bit. I put it on there and it kind of beat it up. And I had to go over it several times for it to start soaking in. But I did kind of make some darker areas around my photos, even on that blue paper. And I really like how it looks. I am using the I Love You Onyxly color to just go around that frame and my other papers. Instead of inking the edges with like distress ink or something like that, I just decided to go ahead and use the watercolor. Not only is it part of the recipe, but it adds a tiny bit of shimmer as well. And the paper where I roughed it up with my awesome distress tool that MK made, I purchased it over in her shop. It just kind of, the paper just soaks up that black, and I think it looks really good. So I'm liking how that is looking. The photos basically are, it was a scouting event for Cub Scouts, and they had a travel theme or transportation theme this particular month that we did this, and this is like way back in 2007 or 2008. And so my husband and his co-leaders decided to do an outing, and we got up early. We took a train from our area up to San Francisco. Then we took a trolley to a cable car, and a cable car to a ferry, and out to Angel Island. We hiked around the island, did a geocaching thing out on Angel Island, checked out the garrison and the hospital that was out there at the way back. And then we took the ferry back to San Francisco and took a train back home in reverse. So they had several modes of transportation throughout the day, and it was like an all-day, really fun event, but it was a very long day. So that's what I'm documenting. These are our early morning on the train photos. So my husband is standing in the photo there, and then I'm sitting in the chair with my son, and it was a fun day. I don't remember all of the going ons of the day, like the conversations and all that, so I don't have a lot of little stories to tell. It's more about that they planned the day and what we saw and all that kind of stuff, if that makes sense. So I am leaving myself a little bit of journaling room. This is the first layout that I'm doing for this particular little jaunt. And I actually, if I split out my photos by you know, what area we were in and everything, I will probably have like 8 or 9 layouts by the time I'm done. I actually am not even 100% sure that I'm going to have enough paper for all of that, but we will see. Otherwise, I'll pull in some other 49 and market stuff to finish off these photos, and I guarantee you I will not be finished by the end of the week when we switch kits, because there's just too many photos, and I don't even know if I'll use up all of this paper, but I'm guessing I probably won't use up the entire kit by the time we switch to the next kit on Wednesday, just because, like I said, I just don't, I have way more photos than I thought I had for this little event. And it's not that I want to document every single photo. There's a ton of photos I am not documenting, but I want to cover like the areas that we were at and what we saw. They're not all people photos. A lot of them are scenery and like the historical things that we saw. So that's basically where I'm at with this. I am popping my photos up onto some foam because I am using those 2 frames, and those frames are chipboard, so they are a little bit thicker, and I want to make sure that there's a good support underneath my photographs. I also used the rub-ons to create this card that has the train on it, and then I used some more rub-ons around my photos just to kind of tie it all together, because I knew I wanted to use that train. These are actually the only photos of the train that I have, mostly because by the end of the day we were all so tired. There aren't a lot of photos from the end of the day. There's more photos of the trip over to Angel Island and the scenery on Angel Island than there are returning back home. So I thought I would use this title that says, "Oh, the places we will go." I thought it was the perfect title for this particular layout, just because there are so many things that we saw that day, and I just thought that was like totally perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. I do have this little acrylic piece in the bottom right hand corner that is a map with a geotag on it. That is a custom acrylic piece that I gave out at one of my retreats, and I had MK Custom make those for my retreat. There was a whole set of travel related icons, and that's one of them. So that is not part of the kit. We've always allowed ourselves to pull in additional embellishments and black and white paper, craft paper, to add to our kits. So you might see some things that you don't like if you purchase the kit, I might be using a few things that you don't have just because of that. If you are someone who purchased it, like I said, but you know, feel free to dive into your stash as well and pull in the things that work from your stash. But you know, I'm keeping it mostly the kit. So I thought I would add a few of these word rub-ons. I don't even know which ones I picked at this point, you guys. I did this layout a few days ago and I've done like five more since. So I'm not really sure. Actually, I could probably look at it. It's right behind me. Anyway, I pulled in some word stickers. I thought those were really cute. And I pulled in the blue ones. One says departure, one says somewhere amazing, and then I also pull in one that says go see do, and it's a dark gray. And so then I'm going to also pull in some stamps and do a little bit of stamping on this layout as well, in addition to that grid stamp that I did. So I've got my watercolor, the stamping, and I did a little bit of splattering with the gray ink as well. Like I said, it's really hard to see those things, but it's there. I really like the gray in that upper right hand corner especially. It kind of just added to it. So I've got all of my recipe things for Mixed Media Mayhem covered, and I've used my kit, and so that Kit Conspiracy is covered as well. Don't forget to go and check out what MK has done for Kit Conspiracy, and you can check out what everyone else has done for Mixed Media Mayhem over on the Facebook group. The link is down below for the Facebook group and for MK's channel. And you can feel free to go ahead and join the Facebook group if that is something that you're interested in. So there's also a link for products that I might have used down below and for my own Facebook group in case you want to come and join me over there. That is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and this layout. If you did, I would love a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to consider subscribing as well. And hit the bell if you want notifications each time I release a new video. Thank you again for spending time with me. I'll be back again for sure on Sunday with another Kit Conspiracy. I may have a bonus on Saturday as well for you, so check that out. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.